Oh, that's, I like that. Turn that off. Oh no, we don't want that one off. We want that one on. Is that? Yeah, meh. Bit impromptu. Right, let's find all my bits. Them. No, don't need them. I need to go in my tackle box. Can wait. I need my clippers. Can't find my clippers. Can't find my clippers. Not in there. They're not in there. So where are they? Oh, I don't want them to be in my tackle box. Go all the way through everything to get them out of my tackle box. Oh, 2 people. How do people? I've lost my nail snippers. I had 2 pairs. I used to keep one with all my rig making stuff. And now I can't find them. I keep one in my box and one with my rig making stuff. And now I can't find them. Can't bloody find them. Number 4s, number 2s. Let me not pull it. Okay, Julian, stay there. Need some pliers. Gonna need some scissors if I can't find my snips. Oh, sick! Wow. It never fails to amaze me how many people actually, when you don't plan anything, come and say hi. See, just a bit random. Thought I'd do my usual. I'm making some rigs, so I thought I'd turn the phone on, do some live streaming, see who's knocking about. Can I also plug it into charge while it's up there? Excuse me a sec. Awesome. Nope, sorry. Get a palm on my hand. Not right now, Andrew. No, I'm out this. I'm going out Sunday. So this is just a bit of prep for Sunday. Just a bit of prep. Which box am I going to use on Sunday? Where am I going? Fitties. Take the big box, to be fair. Going for my nail clippers, well, my line cutters. Nail clippers, line cutters, same thing. I've got so much stuff in storage at the moment in here because it's not summertime. I need to sell this big ass strimmer that's behind me because it's surplus to requirements now for me. Now I don't have the allotment. Right, you just hang there for a minute. If I don't see your messages, tell me I've missed them because it doesn't stay on the screen very long. It does not stay on the screen very long, don't your messages? Yeah, snippy, snippy, snippies. Oh. I might get the stove out actually and do some leads while I'm out here as well. Well, they're not in here either. Where the bloody hell are they then? There's only 2 things I use for my tackle. What the bloody hell have I done with them? I've probably thrown them up here or some random place. Thinking, oh, I'll remember they're there. Russ, you know better than that. Why I even entertain the idea? Why is there a rig still attached to a weight in this box? You know, sometimes some random stuff. Hey, diddle diddle. Right, I'll have to make do without nail clippers. I can't be bothered. I'll have to make do. Where are we? No fishing. Jay, how you doing? Jay, I commented on a post of yours on Facebook earlier. I don't know if you've seen it. I've not been back on Facebook. But check it out if you would be so kind. Right, that one's... Do these ones stripping down? You know what? I've no idea how old those hooks are, so yeah, we'll strip them down. Right. No fancy rigs today. Just tying some 3-hook flappers. And plan on doing some flatty bashing with the Kiddlywinks. Not too sure whether I've got Charlotte and Rosa with me, or whether I've got just Rosa with me on Sunday. Charlotte will decide on the day, you know, she's becoming a teenager, so, and she's a woman, ever decisive woman she is. I know, didn't he do well? Annoyingly, I was meant to actually go and meet him that morning as well, and I never did. Kicking myself, but these things happen. One of them, a crimp. Grab these. Really? Screw that noise. There's a big box of these. There they are. See if these are too big, see if they'll go over the crimp or not. Oh, well, that answers that. Yeah, it's gone straight over the bloody crimp, so I can't use them beads. Cheap eBay beads. And the awls are too big. What we got? Sequins, bloomy beads, 4mm, that'll do. Actually, I'm sure I've got an open packet of them. I have. I've got a lot of loose beads in here as well. I'll use these up. Yeah, as I say, if I don't respond to a comment, either say it again or say, "Oh, you haven't responded to my comment," and I'll click on and go back over it. So like I say, they are just a brief flash. Alf, how you doing? Dan, how you doing? Are you out this weekend, Dan? Are you out now, knowing you bloody multitasker, you? Bead. Crimp. Couldn't get any crimp swivels, so I'm having to do this with crimps and beads, which isn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to use crimp swivels just because I'm lazy and it's so much easier. Where are you going, Dan? Anywhere nice? Are you my neck of the woods or elsewhere? Bead. Little swivels. Bead. Crimp. So that should be 2 hooks worth of stuff. It is. I'll go for number 3. With some 3-hook flapper action. Do love a flapper. But that's for another day. That's a tale for another day. Beat you out? No, hang on. Yeah, no, that's right. Swivel. Paul, how you doing? Yes, Alf, please, if you would be so kind. It would be a big help, because I may not have Charlotte, but chances are I'm going to have Rosa. Well, I know Rosa will be coming. Charlotte's undecided, and I won't know with Charlotte until day, so... No! Launched a crimp somewhere. There we go. So that's one hook. Right, let's put an end on it. What have I got on that end? I've got an imp. So we'll just put a power swivel. Shall I put a power swivel on it? Can't remember what. Yeah, put a swivel on it. End it with a... Come here, you pig. Come on, show me messages. Show me the messages. There we go, live chat. Paul, if I didn't say hi. Alf, yes, please pick up baits. I'm making 3-up flappers, Alf. Because where we're going, you have a chance of bass, but it's largely flatty bashing, so. Making some nice simple 3-up flappers. There might be some whiting about, but I don't know. So, small hook 3-up flappers is the order of the day. Ow! I'm not even fishing and I'm hooking myself. So, hook number 1. Put it up here somewhere. About there'll do. Make it so you can see what I'm doing, eh? About there, yeah. God, these crimps are tough. Really tough. Yeah, that'll do. And hook number 2 will be coming up to about there. Yeah, about there. I end up having to go get me wire crimping pliers. Struggling to crimp them with these. Some full size pliers here, I might try them in a minute. And then bottom hook. About there. Why? I've said all chat messages visible. You've made some long singles. What? Long police, long pennels, long single what? I was a long single once. Happier times. Easy, not happier times, simpler times. Let's go with simpler times. What weight have we got here in Amnesia? 20 and 30. What have we got in Oblivion? 25 and 30. Here's the Amnesia. Some of this off. Please don't. Oh, cheers, Jay. Yeah, it's going to be first trip back out for what? Nearly 3.5 weeks. Tomorrow. Is that Sunday? And then on Thursday, I'm going to fly out from, I'm finishing work a little bit early, and I'm going to head to the wall. I think. Now then, here's the question. How many of you's there? There's 12 of you's there, so somebody must have an answer. Somebody must be able to tell me. Right? Hi Richard, how you doing? Running ledgers. Somebody can help me be a bit decisive here. Flatty bashing, largely going to be using lug. Witch hooks. I mean, I'm probably going to end up using them all anyway, because of course I've only got enough there for 1 and a bit rigs. But 2s and 4s, I do have other sizes, but like I said, I'm making flatty bashing rigs here. One's a short shank, the number 4s are a short shank, number 2s are an Aberdeen. 2 votes for size 4s. I'm with you on the size 4s for now. Also, for now, there's no place where I'm going, or there's no documented place. You know, I'm not saying they're not out there, but they're few and far between on our coast as it is. So we're going with the size 4s. That's fine. Would you put attractors on? So I've got Lumi beads. I've got sequins. I've got some boobies somewhere. Hey now, here they are. I was sent these. Anybody tried these? Booby beads. Like I said, it's dabs and flounders. It's not place. Now we know place are inquisitive. I don't know enough about dabs and flounders. I've got Lumi beads. I've got Moonglow silicon pellets somewhere. I'm missing a load of tackle. I don't know where the hell it is. I've got some of these ultra flatty, these little silicon beads. They're just loose in the box. These little green and black things that I think apparently are also glow in the dark. Would you put them on? What do you reckon? Is it worth putting beads and things on for flatties? So we're going with the size 4. Votes are in for the size 4s. Dan's got for Lumi beads and sequins. The reason I ask is, of course, I need to put a little piece of silicone on before I put the hook on. Actually, it'll fit over to hook with the silicone, I suppose. It's just easier to put it on before I put the hook on. A little piece of silicone to act as a stopper. So we'll put that on. If you've not seen this done, it's just a little piece of of rig silicone. I can't remember. It's not the 1 mil. It's the next one up, I suppose. You thread it through. If you've not seen this done, so it's just on there, and then you come up over, and you just go back through. This piece is actually a little bit big. You come up over, back through. So you're just creating a loop. You pull it down, pull it tight, and that'll act like a little stop knot behind your beads and sequins. Great, eh? I think that was from Mark Williams. I learnt that. So you said, now then, Danny boy, what sort of beads do you reckon? Do you reckon these? So they're me sequins, standard sequins. I've got these little oval Lumis. I've got these squashy Lumis. I don't think they're hold. I think I have to put the hook on first. These little silicon Lumis. I've got some 8mm squishy Lumis. Although I've not got many of them. There's only 2 left in this packet. On a 3 little 8mm Lumis. I've got these booby things. Why do I need a lighter? Why do I need a lighter? Huh. What am I melting? Oh, there's a sleeve. Or for use with double boobies. Is there such a thing as too many boobies? I'm getting attacked by bloody foam and all sorts. So, place your votes, place your bets. What shall I do? What should I do? How many beads should I put on? This is the top hook. I've also actually got... Should we try this? Shall we put some of these on the top hook? I've got some little floaty beads somewhere as well. Oh, where they've gone. Be here somewhere. You know, the hard plastic floaty beads. I'll find them, hang on. Oh, I knew I had some more crimp swivels. God damn it. Yeah. That makes the next rig or two a bit easier to tie. I knew I had some somewhere, I just couldn't bloody find them. Cascade swivels, mini crimps, swivels. Loads of pieces, loads of bits of terminal tackle. They're the hooks I'm using. I'm making a mess already. I'm making a mess already. 8mm Lumi, and if you have any flat, I've no blades. I've no blades or spoons. I've only if the water is not clear. Let me stress that point. I don't think there's many locals in here. Where we're fishing, and pretty much the majority of the East Coast water is not clear. It is very murky. Very, very murky. Which is why I think I can't remember who sent me the booby beads. Probably the company, actually. That's why I was suggested to try these out in our water, because they're not so much an attractant. Well, they are an attractant, but you get the ball bearings with them, and they rattle. Look, the most sensational and devastating fish attractors. Send them into a frenzy. Boobies tend to do that, don't they? Apparently it goes right down a bit behind the hook. Tell you what, let's do some experimenting. I'm going to take that off. And this one I'm going to tie, and I'm going to put some boobies on. And what I'm going to do, because it's a 3 hook, what should we do? Should we do one with a booby bead on, or should we do 2 hooks with a booby bead on and leave one blank? And see which if see which, if any, hooks catch. Do you get mud rag? What? Just ragworm? Yes. I'm actually getting some ragworm. I've got rag and lug ordered to go fishing with. Tomorrow. Sunday, sorry, not tomorrow. Although I was hoping, or I am hoping, to keep the rag back to go big tide. Although, God knows what the weather's meant to be like. I've not looked. Also, for these 3 up flappers, should my snoods be a bit longer than this? I mean, that's what, 6, 7, 8 inches long. I feel like when I see other YouTubers making them, their snood lengths are longer. Let's open these things up, eh? Let's have a look. See, Alf, you say it's the same principle of spinning for pike. I've never spun for pike. I've never fished for pike in my life. It's not something that ever really appealed to me, isn't pike fishing. I'm making a mess. Adult supervision. Tubey thing. Why put the littlest thing down at the bottom of the bloody packet? arg and guffaw. So what did we say? Did we say about these booby beads? Simon, lovely to see you. And yeah, I am back. You see, this eye's still not quite right, but it's better, and my ear's still a little weird. Smaller the better for platies. Put a few on the tip, and then just through the head, and chuck about 15 foot. Yeah, so I'm predominantly making these rigs for the girls, because I'm going to take 2 little rods, 2 little reels, and they can chuck them out. Go that way, and they can chuck them out, and you know, distance don't matter and all that good stuff. Clip. There we go, little booby bead. Booby bead. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a ball bearing inside, so it's... I probably should have left a piece of silicone on, actually. Stop it shooting up the line, but what we'll do is I'll put one on the top, one on the bottom, and leave a normal hook in the middle. Leave a plain hook in the middle, and we'll see. And then I'll do another one, and we'll put some loomies on and some sequins. We'll make it, you know, a bit fancy, a bit blingy, and we'll see. So I was sent these booby beads to show. I do recall telling the person that sent them to me, so yeah, that's fine, but I won't be using them until flatty season, because I'm hoping there'll be some killer. They'll be good for Dover sole. Although I don't know if Dover sole, like other flatties, are inquisitive, or if Dover sole, unlike other flatties, are shy. I have fished for them before. I have caught one before. But just the one, or just might have been 2. I can't remember how many I had on that session now. Right, which crimp? One of the crimps hasn't held. The top crimp isn't holding. Needs a bit more firmness. These Tronix Pro crimps are really strong. Really resilient to being crimped. Not what you want. So we'll leave this middle hook blank. So we'll just have a plain hook on the middle. And I'll put another bead, another one of these, put a white one on the bottom. It's all experimentation, isn't it? So what other rigs? Flatty bashing. What other rigs would you guys use? I know Alpha's tied running ledgers. I don't think I've ever tied a running ledger. 3. I'm tempted to tie some up and overs for me, but I'm not going to do that tonight because they take me far too long. I'll do it tomorrow when it's a bit warmer. Either some up and overs or the Wessex. I really do like that Wessex rig. It's killer because it puts, like I said, puts a bait in the water and a bait on the bottom. I think it's a really, 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 really good rig. There's the floating beads. That's them. Got some of them as well. Boom rigs. I haven't got any wire. Have I? No, I haven't got any suitable wire to make any boom rigs. I can't tie. There's a knot you can use, isn't there? Sort of that's got a big loop on it that you can sort of tie as a boom. And I haven't got the capability. Let's cut the head off a spoon. Have you seen the prices of spoons? What? What are you doing? Have you seen the prices at my shoe? Up and overs are great. I'm very tempted. Saltfleet Haven. Somebody has said to me go to try Saltfleet. I'll check Saltfleet out. Might be one for the summer, that, because I believe Saltfleet Haven is actually quite sort of family friendly, isn't it? It's got some amenities there, if I remember rightly, from what somebody's told me in the past. Correct me, obviously, if I'm wrong. But I'm sure somebody told me, might have actually been you, Dan. Somebody told me that it'd be alright to take the kids there because there's toilets and stuff. Oh, it's just a creek with a car park. Where is it? I don't know. I will check it out though, because I know it is not far from me. So I definitely will check that out. I bought some of these. In actual fact, I probably should have put one on this rig. I bought some of these Gemini splashdowns because I want to have a go with off the ground casting. How the hell? Oh right, yeah. And that sits down there. And I didn't realise. I didn't think they had to be tied on, but they do have to be tied on. So we'll tie one of those onto the next one. I've tied an imp onto this one, so. What did I say? I said booby bead on the bottom hook as well, didn't I? What do you think of these? Do you think it's to catch the fisherman more than the fish? That is the case for a lot of... Sorry, there's a lot of glare, isn't there? That's a bit better for you guys, isn't it? Not as much glare there. What do you reckon? Is it a product you would buy? Do you know of them? Have you used them yourself? They're not, to the best of my knowledge, they're not a new product. They've been around a while. I remember asking the question in a couple of Facebook groups before I agreed to try them. And a lot of people said they're amazing. But I don't think many of those people were from the East Coast. You know, it's like, who was it? Was it Andrew? Was it you that said, you know, if the water's clear, you know, the attractors are really for when the water's clear. I'm not disagreeing with that fact. I think that's a very fair point. And the East Coast water is always murky. But who knows? Maybe I'm onto something here. Maybe we'll. Maybe you'll when I put the video out next week. Maybe it'll be like, wow, they're amazing, and you know, I have a cracking session. But we'll see. Fingers crossed, eh? I'd love to have a good session. I'd love to have a good session back. 3 weeks off. It's been horrible. I've been dying to get out. And then I was hoping to get out last weekend. But then, of course, the storms just put a constant kibosh. There we go. We've got increasing in-length hook lengths, which is just a happy little accident. And then we've got a white booby bead, an orange booby bead, a plain hook, swivel on the top, imp on the bottom. You know, now my casting's better. I'm happy making these rigs that you don't have to clip down. And especially sort of for the venue that I'm going to, not needing a... Where's my wire? Oh, have I... Hang on. Oh, I need some garden wire. I need some garden wire or some tie wraps or something. I had them. I know I've not binned them. It's just, I've got so much crap in here at the moment. Started out being a lovely little workshop, and then we added all the Mrs. Arts and Crafts stuff in here, and that's just taken over. It's just taken over. And now I can't find anything, although I did a load of new drawers and shelving at the weekend, which is the reason I can't find anything, because I haven't actually sorted through them. I just installed them. Ah, there's the little tray thing I'm looking for. I bet this is where my snips are as well, isn't it? Well, there's the box, there's the pouch. No snips. No snips. But there's my wire. La 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 la. You're all very quiet. So, who's knocking about? Who's here? Have I missed comments? Dan, thank you very much. Make your own spooks out of Coke cans. You know my feelings on fizzy pop, Alf. I don't drink it. It's very rarely in the house. In fact, I can't drink most fizzy pop now since the sugar tax, because being an IBS sufferer, one of the biggest triggers is artificial sweetener. Which means if I want some fizzy pop, I have to pay a premium because I have a debilitating illness. I have spoken to a lawyer who actually seems to think that that could be, I could have a case there. I don't know. There we go. I'm running out of big body. That'll do. I'm running out of rig body line. I shall have to get some. Right. I'll try one of these splashdown clips, and I might have a go off the ground casting. Now I assume that they go that way, so that you prime it. Yeah, put your hook in there like that. That's going to hold on to it. Then when it hits the water, it's going to push it up, push the hook out. Yeah, it's got to be that way. Doesn't seem like very much is holding on to lead, does it? Oh well, let's give them a go. I'd rather have a swivel on that end, but can't have it all, can you? I want it all. So there's 11 of you sat there not talking. You must be doing something, because there's no way you just sat listening to me jibber jabber on. I'm saying nothing of important. Tin cans, yeah, I could do. The snack, yeah. I've heard of that, and the people using the little glow lights on rigs, which is something I would consider. Right, where's the crimps? Where's the crimps? Yeah, I have enough crimp swivels to do 2 rigs. It says it's a lot quicker. A lot quicker. Yeah, tin cans, you're not wrong with tin cans. Could use tin cans. Boom rigs, up and overs. Yeah, I said boom rigs I've not got the gear for. Up and overs, I think I'll probably tie some tomorrow, or some Wessex. Dan, I will definitely check out Saltfleet. It has been advised to me before with Saltfleet. I'm just catching up, or making sure I've not missed anything. Paul, what were you saying when you size 6? Was that in relation to the hook size? I don't have any 6s. I think 6s would be too small. I don't know, but I don't have any 6s. Here's a controversial question. You go to knots. Ooh, it's good for lure fishing for bass. Definitely going to be checking that out. Are you there anytime soon, Dan? Shall we do another collaboration, mate? You fancy it? Let me know. Especially if you fancy doing some spinning for bass, I'm definitely down for that. I have the gear for it. I just need to know where I can go for it. I'd love to do some spinning for bass. Dan was out not so long back. He was at Brid weekend after I went. From March the 9th. Mate, let me know. Let me know, please, and I will endeavour to get down, to get up there. If I remember rightly, it's not far from me, is it? You know where I am, roughly. You know I'm in Scunny, don't you? As far as I can remember, Saltfleet's not that far from me. About 25 minutes, I thought it was. South from me, isn't it? Down towards Mablethorpe. Definitely, yeah. So I was advised to try that place, and it's one of those things where somebody mentioned it to me, and it just went bloop. I was probably very new in the fishing game when somebody mentioned it to me, and subsequently just completely forgot about it. Yeah, well, yeah, say especially for black bass fishing, if you're in the area, sort of stick a rod out and then do some lure fishing while the baits are soaking. Big time down for that. I think I got a feeling somebody actually mentioned it for mackerel fishing as well. But if it's bass lure fishing, it'd be too shallow for mackerel, won't it? I would have thought. So I'm just going to tie one more rig and then I'll be headed off anyway. Maybe then. Maybe. Oh, that's going to be a short top-up length. Yeah, give me a shout. Give me a shout when you're there, please, and we'll come down. I have to see if we can get the lads from the other side of the Humber to venture over here. If it's fishing well, I don't know. I'll have to try and find the Facebook group and try and keep an eye on fishing reports for it, unless you're already dialed into a community for it. It's actually a smidge too long. So we'll tie this one with size 4s as well. And what did I say I was going to do with this one? Right, I'm going to do weird and wonderful things with this one. First, I'm going to put the cap back on these ball bearings before I lose them all. I don't know. Yeah, so keep me informed. What should we do with this one? Should we do something a bit wacky? Should we do floating beads on the bottom, loomies and sequins on the middle, and I don't know. What else can we do? What else can we do? And a booby on. Should we do floating on the bottom? The 8mm loomies and sequins on the middle. Leave the top hook blank, or should we put something on the top hook? My little box of moon glows has gone as well. I don't know where that's gone. Oh, hang on. Is it in the top of this one? Saltfleet Island. Saltfleet is coastal, but plenty of towed up and down there. There you go. There you go. So it definitely sounds like a... There's me moon glows. Knew I had some. I don't know if this company's still going, actually. Seems to be everybody that sponsored Rob and Pollux has gone under. Seagoo went under. It's a shame because I'd love to have worked with Seagoo. I've used their oils, and I know a lot of people say, you know, the oils is a bit, you know, are they a thing? Are they not a thing? I've used their Seagoo oil. I used the Seagoo. What did he give me? Mackerel oil. And that was the session where I had 25 whiting out on squid and black wraps that had been soaked in mackerel oil. Granted, it was the peak of the whiting session, but I don't know if Lee's here. Pat, hello. I don't know if Lee's here. Oh, he's probably out fishing, actually. But Lee was 10 feet away from me, and I think he had 5 or 6. It was that time, actually, Alf, when you did your fish dance. And where I were hammering them, and everybody else was quiet by comparison. I mean, everybody still had a good day, which is the important thing. But yeah, that was my secret weapon on that day, was Seagoo. And unfortunately, they don't exist anymore. I like the looks of these. I like the looks of these pink and black little round numbers here, so we'll go with these if I can get them out. Little squishies. I shall call him Squishy, and he should be mine. Come here, pig. So we'll put these on the top hook. Sloop. So them on the top hook. Bit of fun in it. What did I say on the middle? Loomies and sequins, didn't I, on the middle? So they need doing first, and I need that little piece of silicone. Or I need a little piece of silicone. Just to act as a stopper. Pat, thank you. It is great to be back up and running again. The ear infection was a nightmare, but the Bell's palsy was just... But it's uncomfortable. It's just unpleasant. It's just unpleasant. But yeah, I couldn't drive, as I only had sort of full use of one eye and one ear. This one's still a bit dodgy, as I said earlier, while I think I was talking to myself. Oh no, I need to put all the attractors on first. These are the most colourful rigs I've ever made. I like a bit of colour when I'm fishing. So we'll go green. Where's the 8mm beads? Oh, right there. Then we'll go bead. Then we'll go red. And bead. Then we'll go green. And bead. And because these beads have got such big holes in them, we'll finish it with a sequin. So that's going to be my middle hook. Still with the size 4s, so my attractors are actually bigger than my hooks. And whether that's going to work to my favour or not. I do have a plain one as well that I'm going to be taking. Slightly bigger hooks on that. And then I've got the usual polypennels, because where we're going, it's predominantly flatty fishing, but there is good chances of bass. Bass, not eels. It's not the right sort of area for eels. Bass, rays, I suppose. Although I don't think I've ever heard of a ray coming out down at Humberston Fitties. Just Dover sole are down there. Not many of them, but they are there. So that's middle hook, top hook. And we've just got the bottom one to tie now. What did I say? I was going to put some of these floating beads on the bottom one, didn't I? I don't know how many of these things you're supposed to use. I don't know whether you're supposed to use them with anything. It's going to need a piece of rig tubing. I can tell by the size of the holes. If I don't have a piece of rig tubing on there, the beads are going to slip down over the hook and all the way back up the line as well. So I'll put a piece of rig tubing on after it, and then we'll probably have to put a sequin or something on as well, just to sit in front of it to stop them sliding over the hook. You're all very quiet. It's spooky. Normally you're all really, really talkative. And you're all really quiet this evening. But yeah, be new content out next week, hopefully. All things being equal. I need to stick out camera stuff on charge, actually. Yeah, there'll be new content next week. Got some sequins in between them. Hooks. There they are. I know Shane is out fishing at the moment. A little bit gutted, I could say. Today's been a lovely day, but I've been stuck in the office all day. Otherwise, I probably would have packed up and fecked off this afternoon and gone fishing this afternoon, but I couldn't get out. It was too busy. Yeah, we've been here for an hour. I've announced I'm back. If anybody's looking for somewhere to go fishing on Sunday, as I've said, I am fishing Humberston Fitties Creek entrance. I'll be at the either at the little metal pier thingy or just on the beach between the tidal defence, or I might, because I've not fished down the bottom end yet, down near there's a concrete ramp. But it depends. If it ends up that but neither kid wants to come with me and I'm there on my own, I'll probably walk down to the little concrete rampy thing. But if it turns out that I've got the kids with me, it'll either be on the little metal pier that I've fished off before, or that area, which is right up by the car park that's at the back of Pleasure Island. The one where all the dog walkers park up to walk their dogs. That's the only drawback to where I'm going fishing tomorrow, is you have to have eyes in the back of your head, because we all know what dog walkers are like. They'll let the dogs come running over, sniffing your bait, getting the hooks in the mouths, things like that, and then they'll blame you for their dog running over to your gear and not listening to them. So you do have to be aware of that. Majority of people are okay. I've not had the issue, but I have seen other people sort of kicking off with dog owners saying, get off my box and stuff like that. But generally speaking, I haven't had many issues. But generally speaking, being a dog owner myself, it doesn't bother me if a dog comes running over. And I tend to have most of my stuff up and out of the way anyway. I tend not to have stuff hanging about. Once I'm set up and out, things tend to be tidied up quite quickly. So yeah, guys, thanks for keeping me company for the last hour. It's been lovely to chat to some of you again. It's been lovely to see some of you again. I'm calling that a night there. I'm going to tie some more rigs tomorrow. I'm going to look at Dan's suggestion of some boom rigs to see if I've got enough parts to tie some boom rigs. I don't think I have. Although I can always go down to Angling Direct, or what else we got? Or Adam down at A&M Tackle or AM Tackle. Unfortunately, to just nip out for some rig bits, unfortunately, George is a bit far away for me. Not a great deal I can do about that, short of moving house. So yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for keeping me company. If you're in the area on Sunday, I'll be at Humberston Fitties from about 1 o'clock. High tide's at around about 3, so I'll be there from about 1 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier, right the way through until after tea time, so probably about 6, 7 o'clock. If you're in the area, come and say hi. If you're looking for a venue to go fishing, come and fish with me. I'm not promising the fishing's going to be great. I've picked that venue because the kids expressed an interest. They wanted to go, which is why I've picked that venue. If it was up to me, I'd probably be going over the other side of the Humber where the cod are coming out. But, you know, family comes first, and they want us to come out. If they change their mind, unfortunately, I'm rigged and geared towards that site now, so not a great deal I can do. But yeah, come and say hi. Jay, if you reply to, if you send me your address, I'll get those bits out to you. If you're interested in any One Man and His Rod stickers, find me on Facebook, send me your address. I'll be sending about 10 pairs out this weekend. And I think that's going to be pretty much all the stickers I have left. I've just been and bought a book of stamps, so and some envelopes. So I'm going to the post office anyway, so hit me up, let me know. I'll get some out to you. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. As always, stay safe, tight lines. If you were out in those storms, God, you know, you're silly, in my opinion. No fish is worth going out in that sort of weather. But yeah, stay safe, tight lines. I'll see you later.